Hi, friends. Very nice to meeting you all. I am really very happy once again to bring few more new videos to you. Do you know why I have chosen this topic, the power of reading today? Can anyone say? Huh? Yes, I can hear from you that I have taken this topic, the power of reading today, because today the world celebrates Book Day, World Book Day. That is why I have taken this topic. Okay, the power of reading. Reading is very, very essential for our life for various purposes. Okay, we can unlock energy and start thinking, start imagining. If you read books, you can start imagine. Okay, as you start imagining, you will get new ideas, new thoughts, new concept. Okay, the more books you read, the more, the better a person starts thinking. So, reading should be part and parcel of our life. Okay, there are different types of books, as we all know well. Okay, the books, fiction. You have got fiction, novels, short stories, fantasy, science fiction, romance, non-fiction, like that. Okay, so let us see here. Non-fiction. Non-fictions are biographies, memoirs, history, self-help, science and technology. Okay. Next one is here you see very clearly other genres of book. One genre of book is fiction. The other genre of book is, another one is non-fiction. The third one is other genres. Okay. The other genres are horror. Some of you like very much to watch horror films. And humor. Of course, life without humor is useless, a waste. And historical fiction. Of course, we are very much related to our history, our past history, whether it is Indian history or European history or of the world history. Another is graphic novels, poetry, and so on. Okay, we can enjoy reading poems. There are many writers. Okay, there are many writers, William Wordsworth, John Milton, and so on, we have come across in our studies. Okay, there are books which are very much pertaining to our age. Okay, when we were children, we used to read children's books. As we become adult, we read books that has got certain themes oriented towards adults, young adults. Then next one is adult books. The rest are also called adult books. In children's books, you find comics, full of humor with a lot of pictures and so on. And young adult books are pertaining towards challenges, certain new concept, okay, certain burning issues and so on. But whereas adult books of mixed ones, okay, maybe comic or tragic books. Okay, tragic means what? Tragedy, very sad ones. How a person experiences in his family life, or how a person has experienced in the battlefield. Like that, we come across. Okay, there are different emotions Okay, different kinds of emotions a person comes across in his or her life and so on. Okay, that is adult books. Adult books are meant only for the adults. The children can't understand certain concepts that are mentioned in the adult books. Okay, because it has got intellectual perspectives. Okay, only adults can think more intellectual manner. Okay, and here we are. Hi, friends. Today is a very important day for everyone. Why? Because the world is, celebrating World Book Day. We can't live without books. Of course, you may say that without books, I can make use of Google, whatever I want information, I can ask Google and so on. But for so many years, so many authors of various genres, okay, they have written different types of books. Okay, books related to social problem, books related to politics, books related to human growth, books related to spirituality, books related to religion. Both spirituality and religion both are same. Okay, and books related to culture, society, economics, history, historical stories. Even poems are written, concentrated on historical events. Okay, there are great writers like Shakespeare, John Milton, William Wordsworth, and so on. They have written number of books, a number of poems, number of short stories. Okay, some of the writings of Shakespeare are filmed also. They have taken film in film form. Okay, like Julius Caesar, Hamlet, and so on, taken as a film. There are so many films you can come across. Okay, the background story of those films are written by many great popular writers. There are writers, they provoke you. There are writers, they create interest in you. There are writers, they explain very clearly the scenic beauty of the environment. Okay, like travelogue. Travelogue means what? A person who travels many places and writes whatever he or she has, seen, experienced, and wondered. Such things are in written in travelogue. Okay, battlefield, they have written. There are many stories related to history, many stories related to culture and society, and many books are written, religious books like Bible, Quran, and Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Mahabharata, and so on. Puranas, Upanishads, and so on. Okay, so reading books is very essential for every human life. Why? Because reading books, you can acquire a lot of knowledge. Okay, for reading books is must and should for our personal growth. Okay, either be it spiritual or cultural or religious and so on. There are great philosophers, Eastern philosophers, Ramanujacharya, Sankaracharya, their writings are there. And then Western philosophers, Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, all these things, all these, their thoughts, their ideas, their intellectual perspective, we can read. Why should we read? To acquire knowledge. Why should we read? to improve our increase our personal growth. Why should we read? To become more knowledgeable, and we can get wisdom. We become more wise. You understand? And I want to tell you, recommend to you some of the books like Becoming Supernatural, Dispenza. Okay, this is a very, very interesting book. Okay, in this book, what do you know exactly? How our brain works. Okay, how the brain waves. There are five types of brain waves: beta, alpha, theta, delta, gamma, and so on. To tell you briefly, beta, alpha, theta, delta, gamma, and so on. What is that? All are new terms that we come across. That is how our brain is working. Okay, according to these brain waves, the first brain waves, beta, that is brain that works throughout the day, and brain that works while we take rest or relax or sleep, brain that works when we don't think anything. Okay, in different situation, different time, how these brain waves work, that helps us to grow, to think, to be more creative, and so on. The brain that works throughout the day makes us more creative, more innovative, and so on. Okay, the brain waves that tells us, okay, the things that are in the subconscious level, it brings out. Okay, without brain, no human being can think or can be alive. Okay, and there is another book, Start with Why. Okay, start with why. When we start with why, we can acquire more and more, more and more knowledge. Another book called Atomic Habits. Okay, this atomic habits will change your life. You need to think big, but world renowned habits expert James Clear has discovered another way. Okay. And there are certain small, small things that will have a transformative effect on our career, our relationships, and our life. This is what Atomic Habits all about. Okay. And you have got the power of your subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind has got power. Please do read some of the books that I am showing that will enrich or enlighten us. Okay. And another book, that is Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Some of you must have come across Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. These are some of the books, okay, that I read. Okay, I felt so excited to come across various concepts and ideas and views and so on. And I got enlightenment that makes a person, enlightenment will make a person to become in a different world altogether, to be connected with the present world and the world of thinking, wisdom, and knowledge, and so on. That is why I want everyone to read the book, which is very much needed for our life. Okay, so I expect all the students to read books, okay, at least one book a month. Okay, thank you.